Okay, Wildcats. Today we're looking at Thursday, October 11th, formulate systems of three equations, and that's on page 20. If you would, update your table of contents. All right, now your table of contents are updated. Let's take a look at the notes. Formulate three variable systems on page 20. Steps to formulate and solve a system. Step 1, define the variables. Step 2, write the equations. Step 3, solve the system. Step 4, explain the solution in sentence form. If you would, update your notes. All right, now your notes are updated. Let's take a look at the examples. All right, at the arcade, Sammy won 2 blue tickets, 1 yellow ticket, and 3 red tickets for 1,500 total points. Jamal won 1 blue ticket, 2 yellow tickets, and 2 red tickets for 1,225 total points. Yvonne won 2 blue tickets, 3 yellow tickets, and 1 red ticket for 1,200 points. Determine the point value of each type of ticket. All right, so the first thing we want to do is define the variable. So let's do B is the blue tickets, or points for blue tickets. Y is the yellow, and R is the red. And that's for the points. So blue points, yellow points, red points. All right, next thing we do is write the equations. Okay, so at the arcade, see 2 blue tickets plus 1 yellow ticket plus 3 red tickets, and that equals 1,500 points. Okay, now it says Jamal won 1 blue ticket plus 2 yellow tickets plus 2 red, and that equals 1,225 points. Yvonne won 2 blue tickets plus 3 yellow plus 1 red equals 1,200 points. All right, now step 3 is solve the system. All right, so what we have to do is we have to eliminate one variable. Now I noticed the B here will eliminate. So let's call this equation 1. Let's call this equation 2. Let's call this equation 3. And yeah, that's probably, actually let's start with equation 1 and 2. But either way, we can get rid of the B. So we're going to start with equation 1. So that's 2b plus 1y plus 3r equals 1,500. And that's equation 1. Now, what we're going to do is multiply equation 2 by negative 2, so then that will have a positive 2b, negative b, or 2b. So that's negative 2b minus 4y minus 4r equals, sorry, I had to get a calculator. And so negative 2 times 1,225 is negative 2,450, and that's equation 2 times negative 2. So the b's cancel. You're left with negative 3y minus 1r equals negative 950. And we're going to call that equation 4. All right, now we're going to take equation 1 and 3. So 2b plus 1y plus 3r equals 1500, and that's equation 1. And then here we need the b's to cancel, so we're going to multiply equation 3 by negative 1. So that's negative 2b minus 3y minus 1r equals negative 1200. And that's equation 3 times negative 1. All right, so the b's cancel. So then you're left with negative 2y plus 2r equals 300, and that's equation 5. All right, now we need to work with equation 4 and 5. We have the eliminated variable. It looks like this one's probably the easiest to work with. We have a negative and positive. So if I multiply this by 2, we'll have a negative 2, positive 2, they'll cancel. Okay? So we're going to multiply 4 by 2. So that's negative 6y minus 2r equals negative 1900. And then we have negative 2y plus 2r equals 300. I almost forgot that's equation 4 times 2. And then this is just equation 5 as is. So then that's negative 8y, r's cancel, equal negative 1600. Divide both sides by negative 8, y equals 200. So the yellow tickets are worth 200 points. All right, so now we need to go back and plug that in to solve for r. So we can either use equation 4 or 5. I'm just going to use equation 4. So we're going to plug 200 in for y, solve for r. So that's negative 3 times 200 minus 1r equals negative 950. Well, that's negative 600 minus 1r equals negative 950. Add 600 to both sides, you get negative 1r equals negative 350. Divide both sides by negative 1, r equals 350. So the red tickets are worth 350 points. Now we're going to plug in the y and the r into equation 1, 2, or 3 to find b. In this case, I'm going to plug in equation 1. So it's 2b plus 200 plus 3 times 350 equals 1500. So then that's 2b plus 200 plus 3 times 350 is 1250 equals 1500. Subtract 1250 from both sides, so 2b equals 250. Divide both sides by 2, so b equals 125. Now the last step is to explain each of your solution in sentence form, and we might have enough room here. Let's see. Right, small, we might have enough. Let's see. All right, so the blue points are worth 125 points. the yellow tickets are 200 points and the red are 350 points. Probably not the best sentence ever created, but it explains the solution in sentence form. All right, let's finish up example 1. All right, example 2. All right, in a fruit salad, there are 2 more bananas than apples and 8 times as many cherries as apples. If a total of 22 pieces of fruit are used, how many of each type are in the salad? So first thing you want to do is let's define the variables. So A equals the number of apples. B is the number of bananas. C is the number of cherries. All right, so now we define or we write our equations. Okay, so it says there are 2 more bananas than apples. So that means the bananas are the number of apples plus 2. And it says there's 8 times as many cherries as apples. That means the cherries are 8 times the number of apples. There's a total. Total is the easiest question, right? That's just A plus B plus C equals 22. All right, so now this one's actually in a unique situation in that B is defined as A and C is with respect to A. So we can actually do substitution for B and C and we'll have an equation just with A. So we take the equation A plus B, but B is actually A plus 2 plus C, but C is actually 8A, and that equals 22. Now you notice by substitution, we have an equation now only with A, so we can solve for A. So let's do that. So let's combine like terms. So A plus 8 is 10A plus 2 equals 22. Subtract 2 from both sides, so you get 10A equals 20. Divide 10 by both sides, A equals 2. So there are 2 apples. Now that makes things easy because everything's defined with A. So to find B, just B equals, not B plus, B equals A, which is 2. So 2 plus 2, which equals 4. So B equals 4. Then again, A is 2. So then C equals 8 times 2, which is 16. So C equals 16. Excuse me. So now we explain our solution in sentence form. So we would say that, let me add some lines here real quick. There are 2 apples, 4 cherries, or actually, let's go in order A, B, C. So B is 4, so 4 bananas, and 16 cherries. All right. So at this point, if you understood the example, start working on assignment. If you had trouble with the examples, understand that you could work with me in the teacher station. I can go through these examples again in more depth if you need. All right. So with that, have a wonderful Wildcat day.